I know you've heard about investing in real estate, how it is one of the best ways to grow your wealth. And what better place to start than Nigeria? After all, with a booming population and a growing economy, it seems like a no-brainer. But hold on, my friend. Investing in real estate here can be a minefield, especially if you don't know where to look. Welcome to the show. I'm your host. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the world of real estate in Nigeria and uncovering some of the pitfalls that can turn a potentially lucrative investment into a financial nightmare. We'll also share with you some tips on how to avoid these pitfalls so that you can make a smart and informed investment decisions. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. You see, while Nigeria has a lot of potential for real estate investment, there are also a number of risks that investors need to be aware of. In this video, we will be discussing 3 common pitfalls that many investors have fallen victim to. Number 1, lack of transparency. Now, you may be wondering, what does this mean? Well, it means that in Nigeria, there is often a lack of clear title deeds and proper documentation for properties. This can lead to fraud and legal disputes, which can be costly and time-consuming to resolve. Imagine this. You find the perfect property and make an offer. The seller accepts and you think you're all set. But then you try to get the property registered in your name, and you discover that the seller did not have the legal right to sell the property, or there are other outstanding legal issues. This can be a major setback and a financial loss for you. To avoid this, it's important to do your due diligence and make sure that the property you're buying has a clear title and that you're dealing with a reputable seller. You can do this by conducting a search at the local land registry and by engaging a registered surveyor and a real estate lawyer to review all the documents for you. But remember, even with these precautions, there is still no guarantee that you will be able to avoid all legal issues. That's why it's important to invest only what you can afford to lose and to be prepared for the possibility that you may have to go to court to resolve any disputes. Number 2, land disputes. Yes, land disputes. They say that land is like gold, but it can also be a real headache sometimes. The thing is, in Nigeria, land is seen as a very valuable asset and it can be passed down through generations. But the problem arises when there are unclear boundaries or multiple claims to the same piece of land. This can lead to complex land ownership issues that can be difficult to unravel. Imagine you finally found your dream home in Nigeria, a beautiful property with lots of potential. You make an offer and it's accepted. You're just about to pop the champagne to celebrate when suddenly a group of people appears claiming that they are the rightful owners of the land. They say that the person you bought the property from did not have the right to sell it and they want it back. I know it sounds like a movie plot, but trust me, it happens in real life. It can be a stressful and emotional roller coaster, and it can also be very expensive. You may have to spend a lot of money on lawyers and court fees to fight for your right to own the property. And even if you win the case, you may not be able to enjoy your property peacefully ever again. The best way to avoid this kind of situation is to make sure that you conduct a thorough search of the land before you buy it. This includes checking the local land registry, speaking to the neighbors, and getting a survey to confirm the boundaries. Remember, knowledge is power, so take the time to learn as much as you can about the land and its history before making an offer. Number 3, inflated prices. Yes, inflated prices. When it comes to real estate, there is always the temptation to make a quick buck, and unfortunately, this can lead to situations where the prices of properties are driven up beyond their actual value. This means that you, as an investor, could end up paying way more than the property is actually worth. Imagine this. You see a property listed for sale at an unbelievably low price, and you think you've struck gold. You make an offer, and it's accepted. You're so excited to make what seems like a great investment. But then you find out that the property was not priced fairly and that other investors were willing to pay much less for it. You feel like you got ripped off and you wonder if you made the right decision. Well, don't worry, because you're not alone. It happens to the best of us. The good news is that there are ways to protect yourself against inflated prices. One way is to do your research and compare prices of similar properties in the area. This can help you to get a sense of the fair market value of the property you're interested in. Another way is to work with a real estate agent who has experience in the local market and can provide you with valuable insights. Remember, knowledge is power. So don't be afraid to ask questions and to walk away from a deal if you feel like the price is too high. So there you have it, 3 common pitfalls to watch out for when investing in real estate in Nigeria. It's important to remember that investing in real estate can be a great way to build wealth, but it's not without its risks. By being aware of these pitfalls and taking the necessary precautions, you can protect yourself and make a smart investment. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful real estate content. Also, feel free to drop your comments and questions below. We'd love to hear from you, and remember, stay tuned for our next video. Until then, take care and happy investing.